Hi, welcome to the Birmingham Culture Dataset. This short video is designed to take you through the processes of how to log into and enter data into the annual forms that you'll be completing. You'll find that there are separate videos for those who are revenue funded versus project funded, and this video is for those who are filling in the annual revenue funded form. So there's a bespoke login for this. You will be supplied with a username and password, so you won't need to register as a new user. If you've forgotten your password, then please follow the link for this and put your email address in and it will send you a new one. You will also find that there's a set of legal and contact details linked to from this form and an overview here about the purpose of the data collecting. So without further ado, let's log into this test account. Okay, landing page, what have we got here? My overview will always take you back to this page. My data will be a list of your forms. Results is the place where you can access your results and the comparisons between you and the rest of the cluster. The profile is a link to these profile details here, and the support is a link to a set of contact details within the BCC team. If you would like to edit the contact details, because from time to time staff change, etc., please do so here. You can also change the password as well. Most of this is fairly self-explanatory, so I'm not going to spend oodles of time on it. You will be included in a minimum of one group, in this case the BCC Revenue group. You might also choose to add yourself to a number of other groups, so you might add yourself to the venue-based group or the non-London group. This is useful if you are going to complete the rest of the culture benchmark form, but not quite so useful if you're only going to complete the BCC Revenue set. There's also a copy of the form that you can download in the form library, and this is the link to the contact details again, but the heart of this is of course in the forms. You'll see here that we've got a form set up for 2013. To add additional years, merely click on the new form and pick the year that you're interested in adding to. But let's go to the form. Okay, this is a form in two parts. The compulsory part, the bit that Birmingham City Council is collecting data on, is this first set of tabs here: the revenue profile, the evaluation information, and the economic impact. Because of the deal that Birmingham City Council have done with the culture benchmark, we're also giving you the whole of the rest of the culture benchmark should you wish to participate in it. That's something that is usually a 250 quid a year charge, and we're giving it to all of the people in Birmingham as part of the work that we're doing with Birmingham City Council. On all of the tabs of this form, you will find a set of yellow cells. These are the ones that you need to complete. Some of them will be drop downs like this. Some of them will be yes/no answers, and others will have space to enter numerals and letters to complete the bit you're in. We're starting here with a profile so that we can see what type of organisation is completing the data here. You will find that the data in the profile only needs to be completed once and will add itself to each future form that you create. So do that once and it'll reappear. You'll see we've got some test data in this test form, but the rest of this is data that you complete once a year. And what you will notice is that as you fill in parts of this, so let's put in some fairly random sum in here, these percentages on the right will calculate themselves. So these are a kind of sense check to make sure that you've put the decimal point in the right place, and you can look over here and go, does that make sense? So you're familiar, I'm sure, with this key art data form, and this is pretty much as you've seen it before. It's also worth noting at this point that you can save a form partway through. You can save it and send it for review if you've finished. You can quit if you don't want it to record the things that you've put in, and you can print it in terms of where you're at the moment, and you can do that from any of the pages in here. So that's that first combination of the profile information, and this is what you would previously have seen as the annual arts survey. So we're rolling all of this into one. The evaluation form, again, is something that you will have seen before. It's the annual data for the different programmes that Birmingham City Council are running here, and it's the actual for the year that's been finished, the estimate for the year that is live, and the proposed for the year beyond that. You will also see that, again, it creates totals here for you. All you have to do is put in the detail into the yellow boxes. And thirdly, the new section, which is the economic impact form. This collects information on income and expenditure. So here we have expenditure on staff by salary bracket, and what you'll note here is that we're splitting out the activity that is in Birmingham, the activity that's in the West Midlands, that's in the UK, and that is international. So the same is true for as much of this form as is possible, with the exception of the sources of income, because we're making an assumption that the income is coming into a Birmingham base. So this tab is certainly one area where, of course, we'd expect you to want to go back and look at your management account information and complete this kind of later. So this would be an example of where you'd want to save part way through. The rest of this form is optional. The core of it sits in the income and costs. Now, of course, you're going to be supplying a copy of your report and accounts to Birmingham City Council separately, but if you want to participate in the culture benchmark, then this is the place to do it. This is the sort of the heart of the revenue-based activities, broken down into grants, venue-based and non-venue-based activities. And the other half of that is, of course, the costs, broken down into the direct costs and the indirect costs of the organisation. Now, with all of these tabs, and I'll just come back to the profile, see if we've got one on here. I'm looking for a definition. Here we go. There are some of these have definitions, so click on the blue and white I button for the details of the definition in here. And again, it'll ask you it'll tell you the detail that we're looking for in each one of these. So that pretty much covers the process of data entry, and in a separate video we'll look at how to view the results. Thanks very much.